Good afternoon. Today we are going to learn about EEG. The 100 years of EEG. How does it work and what is its significance? Then, first of all, we should discuss how was the EEG invented. In late 19th century, in 1875, British physician Richard Caton reported evidence of electrical activity in the brains of monkeys and rabbits. 15 years on, his Polish peer Adolf Beck found evidence of fluctuating activity in the brain of dogs and rabbits when he stimulated their senses. In 1912, Vladimir Pravidich Neminsky produced the first mammalian EEG of a dog's brain. Berger succeeded him in 1924 with a human counterpart. He is also credited with inventing the EEG, naming it and introducing its utility in clinical settings. Now, we shall discuss what is an EEG. Then, EEG stands for electroencephalography. Electroencephalography. Here, electro stands for pertains to electricity. Encephalo refers to the brain, and graphy is a suffix meaning to show or to represent. Neurons in the brain perform various functions by moving electrically charged particles such as ions. The movement of these particles gives rise to electrical activity that a healthy worker can use an EEG test to visualize. Researchers have also been able to relate data obtained from EEG with different levels and modes of brain activity and used it to distinguish reliably between normal and abnormal states. EEG is not an uncommon diagnostic test in clinical setting. Among other applications, it is the reference standard that is the best test available to diagnose epilepsy. An EEG test can also reveal the effects of anesthesia, sleeping patterns, neurological activity during a coma, and availability of oxygen. EEG can also confirm brain death. As we know, brain death, one of the two legally recognized forms of death in India. In research, scientists use EEG for neuroscience, cognitive psychology, neurolinguistics, neuromarketing studies, and to develop brain computer interfaces. So you can understand the importance of this subject. Okay. Now we shall discuss about its affordability. Aside from its metrological and diagnostic abilities, an EEG setup is also relatively simple and cost effective. The equipment involved does not take as much space, does not emit high energy radiation or sounds, does not confine patients to a small space like MRI, is non-invasive and is portable. The invasive version of EEG is called electrocorticography. Electrocorticography or ECOG. Similarly, aside from its diagnostic downsides, setting up an EEG test requires time, including applying a gel on the person's head and placing the electrodes in precise locations according to the 10-20 system, and its reading can be affected if the person has so much thicker hair. Okay, so there are some limitations, and as we know that it's an emerging science and we shall get so many informations of human brain by EEG. So let us discuss further in next video. Till then, goodbye. Don't forget to like and share my videos. I shall come with so many informative videos. Thank you. Good night.